In the shadows of the digital age, a new breed of thieves operates, unseen, sophisticated, and relentless. Today, we unveil the top 5 hacking heists that stole millions and rewrote cybersecurity history. A click, a line of code, a shattered firewall. Hacking, the art of exploiting the invisible seams of our digital world, has evolved from a curiosity to a global threat. But what is hacking, and how did it become one of humanity's greatest challenges? At its core, hacking is the act of bypassing digital defenses to access, manipulate, or destroy systems. While some hackers use these skills ethically to strengthen security, others weaponize them for chaos, profit, or power. The story begins in the 1960s, when hacking was a neutral term, tech enthusiasts pushing mainframe limits. But by the 1980s, the dark side emerged. Viruses like Brain infected floppy disks, proving code could be a weapon. The 2000s exploded with state-sponsored attacks, ransomware, and AI-powered exploits, turning hacking into a trillion-dollar shadow industry. Today, hacking isn't just about stealing data. It's a tool to cripple hospitals, black out power grids, and destabilize nations. A single breach can leak millions of faces, passwords, and secrets. Ransomware paralyzes schools and factories. Deepfakes erode trust in reality. The stakes? Nothing less than privacy, democracy, and lives. Hackers prey on human error and digital flaws. Phishing tricks you into surrendering passwords. Malware lurks in downloads, hijacking devices. Social engineering manipulates trust. Sometimes a friendly phone call is all it takes to breach a Fortune 500 company. As AI writes smarter code and quantum computing cracks encryption, hacking will grow faster, stealthier, and deadlier. Yet our reliance on technology only deepens. Every smart device, a watch, a fridge, a car, is a potential doorway for chaos. Hacking is the paradox of our age, a force driving innovation and destruction. To survive this invisible war, vigilance is the price of progress. The code that connects us can also divide us, unless we choose to defend it. In a world run by code, awareness is the first firewall. Bangladesh Bank Heist of 2016. The Bangladesh Bank Heist of 2016 stands as one of history's most audacious cybercrimes, where hackers infiltrated the bank's systems via phishing emails, stole SWIFT network credentials, and attempted to steal nearly $1 billion. 81 million was successfully routed to Philippine casinos, with only 18 million recovered. The attack exposed critical flaws: outdated bank infrastructure, lax cybersecurity protocols, and vulnerabilities in the global SWIFT system. It triggered sweeping reforms in banking security, stricter anti-money laundering laws, and underscored the devastating consequences of human error and technological complacency. The heist remains unresolved, with suspicions pointing to state-linked hackers, and serves as a stark reminder of the evolving threats to global financial systems. Carbonac Group, 2013 to 2018. The Carbonac Group, 2013 to 2018, was a highly sophisticated cybercrime syndicate that orchestrated one of the most lucrative and stealthy financial heists in history. Operating globally, the group targeted over 100 banks, financial institutions, and payment systems, siphoning an estimated $1.2 billion through a blend of advanced malware, social engineering, and insider-like precision. They infiltrated networks via spear phishing emails, carrying the Carbonac malware, which granted remote access to bank systems. Once inside, hackers spent months studying internal protocols, manipulating account balances, and triggering fraudulent ATM cash outs or wire transfers to dummy accounts. The group even hijacked bank video feeds to monitor employees in time attacks. Their operations exposed critical vulnerabilities in banking cybersecurity, as many institutions failed to detect intrusions for years. Though international law enforcement eventually disrupted the group, arrests were limited, and much of the stolen funds remain unrecovered. Carbonac's legacy lies in its blueprint for modern cybercrime: patient, adaptive, and devastatingly effective, forcing the financial sector to rethink defenses against relentless, invisible adversaries. Mt. Gox Bitcoin Heist, 2014. The Mt. Gox Bitcoin Heist, 2014, marked one of the most catastrophic cybercrimes in cryptocurrency history, with the Tokyo-based exchange, once handling over 70% of global Bitcoin transactions, collapsing after hackers stole 850,000 Bitcoins, worth $450 million at the time, now billions. The breach, attributed to years of lax security practices, exploited vulnerabilities like transaction malleability, allowing attackers to manipulate transaction records and drain funds undetected. Mt. Gox's CEO, Mark Karpeles, faced scrutiny for storing vast amounts of Bitcoin in poorly secured hot wallets and ignoring warnings of suspicious withdrawals. The exchange's 2014 bankruptcy triggered a global crypto market crash and shattered investor trust, exposing the risks of unregulated digital asset platforms. While some Bitcoins were later recovered, over 650,000 remain missing, entangled in legal battles and creditor disputes. The heist became a turning point, spurring stricter security standards, regulatory oversight, and the rise of institutional-grade custody solutions in the crypto industry, a stark lesson in the perils of technological ambition outpacing security. TJX Data Breach, 2007. The TJX Data Breach, 2007, was a watershed moment in retail cybersecurity, exposing the personal and financial data of 45.7 million customers due to weak Wi-Fi encryption at stores like TJ Maxx and Marshalls. Hackers exploited the outdated WEP protocol to infiltrate TJX's network over 18 months, stealing credit card numbers, driver's licenses, and other sensitive information. The breach fueled a global spending spree, with criminals cloning cards and purchasing millions in gift cards, electronics, and luxury goods. TJX faced over $250 million in losses from fraud, legal settlements, and security upgrades, while banks reissued countless cards. The attack revealed systemic failures: retailers' reliance on obsolete security standards, delayed breach detection, and lax compliance with payment card regulations. It spurred the adoption of stricter encryption WPA2 in PCI DSS compliance, while the arrest of ringleader Albert Gonzalez, a key figure in the international crime syndicate, highlighted the sophistication of organized cybercrime. The TJX breach remains a stark reminder of the cost of neglecting digital defenses in the retail sector. Sony Pictures Hack, 2014. The Sony Pictures Hack, 2014, was a politically charged cyber attack that exposed the vulnerabilities of corporate giants to state-sponsored cyber warfare. Executed by hackers linked to North Korea, the Guardians of Peace Group, the breach was retaliation for Sony's planned release of The Interview, a satirical film depicting the assassination of Kim Jong-un. Attackers infiltrated Sony's network via spear phishing, leaking terabytes of sensitive data, including unreleased films, executive emails, employee social security numbers, and confidential contracts. The fallout was catastrophic. Sony faced $100+ million in damages, reputational harm from embarrassing email disclosures, and threats that forced theaters to pull the film. The U.S. government formally accused North Korea, imposing sanctions and elevating cyber attacks to a national security threat. The hack underscored the risks of blending entertainment with geopolitics, exposed weak corporate cybersecurity practices, and demonstrated how digital breaches could weaponize information to stifle free expression. It remains a landmark case of cyber warfare's power to intimidate, disrupt, and reshape global corporate and political landscapes. From banks to Bitcoin, these heists remind us, in our connected world, a single click can cost millions. As technology evolves, so do the heists, making vigilance our greatest defense. Stay alert, stay secure,